And we're live. Oh, yes, I was singing my Barry White song, and it's time to cuss with Gus. Hello, everyone. It's a Thursday. It's time to cuss with Gus, and if you don't know who Gus Demos is, you've been living under a rock somewhere in mainstream media. Maybe you are hiding in Matt Lauer's underwear drawer. I don't know, but Gus Demos is live with us today. He is from Perpetual Assets. You can check out their websites. Perpetualassets.com. If you got a 401k, you're terrified of it being a 101k, or you're sitting there while the crypto bandwagon is leaving you for dead, and you're like wondering, man, if I only had some funds, I only have $100,000 locked up in my 401k with Vanguard, what do I do? Well, call the boys at perpetualassets.com. My main man, Gus Demos, and his partner, Will Lear, will show you how to get it out of the hand of the bankster wanksters who are just wanking off with your money, and you can make off like a bandit. Take that money, put it into a directed IRA, and invest for yourself. Learn the game before the game plays you, player. Either you're being closed or somebody's closing you, so you better figure it out real quick, and if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Perpetualassets.com. With that out of the way, Gus Demos, what's up, brother?
Happy holidays, you Bitcoin millionaire sons of bitches.
Yes. I'm loving my portfolio, bro. It feels good to be alive in the advent of a new industry, right?
Dude, I think the math's really easy, and I think I said it to CJ right before you came on. I was like, dude, all you needed to 100 Bitcoin is $1 million. Like, think about how fucked up that is. 100 Bitcoin is $1 million at 10. And actually, that's if we don't even count like the aggregate of Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin Gold or whatever. But it's 100 Bitcoin, so it's fucking insane. And like I told you, man, everything, like, it's been such an amazing holiday. Like, everything is right with the fucking Bitcoin's exploding. They're dropping. A liberal week is being fired. They're going to prison. Like, it's fucking. The holidays are here. It's fucking great. Like, everything just feels right. Like, it's business is blowing up. Like, everything's fucking great. So yeah, man, good stuff. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. It's a great time. And I don't know if it's just one thing dominoed into another, but again, I've been in great spirits the last couple of weeks. And between the Bitcoin shit and the liberal shit and the holidays and fucking everyone, everything's fucking great. And we are busy for 5 years in a row. Perpetual Assets. Beautiful. November, like, dude, like fucking clockwork, and it's expected. Like, we forecast for it, right?
Yeah.
From November 15th until like January 2nd, we're fucking dead.
Yeah.
But the cryptos are so on fire that we've actually like been just busy as fuck the last 2-3 weeks. So the heat in the market has like eliminated our previous like 6 weeks of downtime, and we expected. I think we like vacation around it, and we're like, that's when I go to nudie bars on Wednesdays. Those 6 weeks. So it's kind of like, but it's the Bitcoin is the crypto space is so on fire that like it's been incredible. So again, I'm waiting for something to go. Everything's gone so right the last couple of weeks, and I'm waiting for something to go wrong.
Absolutely, man. I mean, same thing. It's an exciting time to be alive. When I'm sitting back here, I'm just thinking about it. I'm just like, man, it's awesome. It's so awesome. It's like the liberals are going to jail, the deep state's being taken out. There's peace in the Middle East. I mean, all the things that have been hidden for decades, it's out in the open. Harvey Weinstein, the fiend, is going down. Bill Clinton is dying of AIDS. I mean, the list goes. Hillary Clinton is just seen as the biggest loser on planet Earth. The liberal wanksters are exposed for what they are. I mean, a whole generation of people right now are getting red-pilled on a massive scale, and there's no amount of censorship from YouTube, no amount of censorship from Google, no amount of censorship from Facebook and all these other Silicon Valley jackoffs is going to stop an idea whose time has arrived, man. And talk about it, dude. We are we are the generation, my man. We were like literally walking into 2017 with one foot on a banana peel, like what you said, and the other foot on one foot on the precipice and the other foot on a banana peel. We didn't know what was going to happen, and dude, things are. What a change! What a breath of fresh air! And dude, let's not forget how many congressmen and senators are not running for re-election.
No, dude, there's something going on the last couple months.
Something is. I mean, yeah. You think about it. You got guys who have been conning the system for tens of millions of dollars. Okay, tens of millions of dollars. All of a sudden, these guys have a crisis of conscience. All of a sudden, these guys want to become noble signatories and become. I choose not to run this following election cycle because I want to do it so I can spend time with my family. Meanwhile, he's porking his assistant on the side. He's all of a sudden concerned about his family, and the other guy's like prostituting small children off on the. You can't. And 4,200, Gus, 4,200 sealed indictments so far in federal courts. What's going on,
dude? Like we've talked about, these people, and most people are aware of the Lord Acton quote, power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolute. I actually kind of changed my thinking the last couple of years that I don't know if power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. I think the evil, sick fucks migrate to power and positions of immunity, and so I don't think that angels get in and all of a sudden they start fucking become pedophiles. No, I think that these monsters, these psychopaths that are in Congress, that are in these industries, I think they're there for a reason because, and we've talked about it before, and maybe it's slightly conspiratorial, like they don't let these people get elected unless they have some sort of dirt on them. Like if they can't blackmail them for something, they won't even let them get in that position of power. And there might be some validity to that because, dude, it's incredible. And I don't know what the reason for it was. The floodgates have opened up so much. It's incredible how many of these fucking guys in Congress or in, and again, like 99% of them are liberals. It's fucking even funnier. It's that they're just completely pathologically morally bankrupt. They're either cheating on a spouse, or they're raping, or they're pulling out their cock in the office. Like it's a bunch of sick fucks.
And they're hypocrites, dude. I mean, look at Matt Lauer, right? Matt Lauer, who's lecturing Bill Riley. You remember that episode?
Dude, he and I think the stories have just started on him. So I think he's trying to put it to bed as fast as humanly possible. Well, because there now like 4 or 5 other stories have come out like the last 12 hours. Like,
oh my God, it's left and right. The libtards, all these white knights, all these virtue signaling male feminists.
Yeah, and libertarians are just getting rich on crypto, watching it all. It's like that's the funniest part.
Love it. I freaking love it.
Dude, it's incredible. It feels like after years and years of frustration and anger and the rest of it, it's like things are finally going in a solid direction. Oh, hello, sir. Forgive me, guys. You guys are listening to a live. You're listening to no office chair be delivered.
Yes. Hello, delivery man.
Be well. Yeah. When I sometime around Bitcoin 7,000, I decided I needed to upgrade the office furniture.
I love it.
Dude, you gotta spend a little bit here and there.
Just a little. Yeah. Like I'm loving just holding on to it and just watching it explode. And here's the thing, man. I remember like one of my cohorts, one of my colleagues here, Vin Armani. Vin put out a report about just a few years ago. I think when Bitcoin was just like I think it was like $2 or something like that. And that report was for, and Bitcoin was a couple of dollars, and no, wait. I think it was like, geez, when did Ether come out? It was the same time that Ether and Bitcoin was out. Anyway, they put out a report. It's over $99. Is telling people that, hey, go get this cryptocurrency stuff. If people would have bought in then, oh my God, they'd be millionaires right now.
No, dude, I was telling you guys before I went live.
Yeah,
and I've been vested or involved or whatever with this shit for 5 years. So I'm pretty happy with the way things have gone. But if I had bigger balls, I should be net worth 200 million right now. Like,
dude, what about the 7,500 bitcoins that went missing on somebody's hard drive somewhere?
Dude, the math is 100 bitcoins is $1 million fucking bucks. Like, it's incredible. Like, knowing if I had bigger balls, I should have $200 million. Like, it's just I believed in it and I got involved and I got vested, but not as much as I should have. But I don't think I'm the only person that feels that way.
No, there's a lot of people, because you got to understand, man, like 97% of all the Bitcoin out there is only in 4% of the wallets. So that just shows you the heavyweight sharks were, the heavy hitters were involved in the beginning. But that's all right, though. That's all right. Remember what Satoshi said in his paper, man? All you need to do is just have.
Well, here's what makes me feel better. For me or you or whoever else who didn't go more all in, there's a billion fuckers who still haven't touched this shit.
Dude, I know, right? There's a billion. There's like 7.29999 billion who have.
Yeah, it's like, and I at 10,000, I posted a nice smart ass post. I was like, fucking retards, I was telling you about this at 100. Well, just because at some point when something goes times, when the multiplier is that much, and the 10,000 almost makes me as happy as fucking with the people who mocked me for 4 years.
Amen.
Like
Amen.
the people the people who busted balls and like made fun of it and blah. Yep. I don't. You're another one of your conspiracies, Gus. Like, dude, fuck you. So there's a certain amount of vindication that comes with that, and so some people will never fucking learn. And the best is they're like, oh, you'll be sorry. Like, what the fuck are you? Most people have pulled out principal and some profit and are just playing with fucking house money at this point. Like, what do you mean I'll be sorry? Like, what? Sorry at what?
You'll be sorry. It's in a bubble. I'm like, dude, I got involved when it was like $200, $300. I'm kicking myself. I should have came in when it was like, much sooner, bro.
Well, me too. Or just come in heavier.
You know what held me back from Bitcoin? I'm gonna be straight up with you. I think it's a revelation. I think it's gonna ring true for you as well. What held me back from Bitcoin was my years spent in the gold industry.
For me, it was half that.
Yeah.
And I was more. We sell metals, for Christ's sake, so I'm obviously biased towards metals. For me, it was half my loyalty to metals. I was never anti crypto from day one.
I just didn't.
I was never anti. I just didn't dive in with the balls I should have, because I was biased towards metals, number one, and that first crash right around when the regulators got involved and Mount Gox crashed terrified the shit out of me. So I got involved, not as heavy as I should have, but I got involved. And then the Gox shit happened. We saw 1,300 go to 150 again, and blah, blah, blah. Like, so that kind of terrified. And then more and more crypto started hitting the marketplace. And I'm like, is it for a couple of years, it floated in relative stagnation from, call it, from 200. It played in the 200 to 600 range for a long fucking time. So a lot of people, myself included, kind of forgot about it. Dude, it was the low.
It's like my gold bias, my metals bias, my hard asset commodity bias, and then what happened was, when that occurred with with all of a sudden that big crash in Bitcoin that occurred, like 2012 or something like that? There was that massive I was like, I just knew it was not sustainable. It doesn't make any sense to me. And then when it came out of that, it never went back. It never went back down after that. Dude, that was it.
It was floating between 180 and
200,
and 180 and like 500 or 600 for a couple of years.
Yeah, and I was like, it's a volatile.
It was literally. My date might be off, but it's going to be ballpark correct, dude. The low, I remember it dipped to 180, like 2 years ago. Yep. Think about that. It was $180 2 fucking years. Maybe I'm off by 3 months or whatever, but it was right around that time. And dude, the same thing happens with So we do metals and we do the LLC IRAs. So the LLC IRAs have always been a consistent for us, regardless of volatility or stagnation or whatever. But our metals sales fluctuate big time with volatility, meaning that if metals explode, people start calling us to buy fucking. If metals go down, the smart money comes in and tries buying on dips. Our number one enemy from a metal sales perspective is stagnation. Mm-hmm. People just get fucking bored. If silver's between 1550 and 1750 for 2 years, people just fucking forget about it. They're like,
absolutely. No one talks about it.
You either need a crash or you just need volatility. You need a spike in one direction or another. And Bitcoin, for me anyway, the same thing I could see others doing with metal kind of happened with me in Bitcoin. If Bitcoin would have dove from that crash you're talking about, and I'm talking about, if it would have went to 20 or $50, I would have fucking crushed it. Or if it would have rebounded right away and went back to 1,000 or 1,500, I would have been like, all right, it's viable. It bounced back. It was that stagnation. It almost gets you bored. It makes you take it for granted. It's just like, it's always going to be there. People kind of forgot about it. And it is what it is. But it's easy to connect the dots looking backwards. I should have done this. I should have done that. But we got in, and others didn't get in at all. So, like I said, I've done pretty good with it. I should be fucking flying private right now. No, dude, I heard about it. Dude, I was interviewing Professor Selgin at the University of Georgia about the fucking thing in like 2011 or 2010. I interviewed Jeff Tucker about it in 2012 or 2011.
Yeah. So
like, I was pretty well versed in it. I mean, and knowing and being as well versed that early, like, again, it's easy to say it now, but I should have done it then. Been like, I'm gonna not do this quarter's savings. I'm not gonna do in gold. I'm gonna do it all in Bitcoin. Like I should have done that in 2011. So I didn't go in as hard as I should have. But whatever, it is what it is. These are good problems to have.
They're the best kind of problems to have, my man. It's like, I mean, what are we doing? If it weren't for cryptos, dude, I'd be sitting in gold and we'd be like, oh, yes, gold is up $3. Woohoo! Oh, man, look, they just beat it down to 1180. Oh, man, they beat it down to 1150. Oh, it's up to 1203 now. Yes, it's going to be rallying. And,
and full disclosure, we still deal in metals, as do you. And I still have a shitload of metals, but we don't, being metals enthusiasts doesn't, that's why I don't understand the people who are still holding on to, and I don't mean like clients or the general public.
You mean the bitter clingers?
well, I'm talking about the guys who are still massive anti-crypto.
It's ridiculous and stupid at this point. It's pure ignorance and pride that's holding people back. At this point, it's pure ignorance and pride. And you know what's funny, dude?
Dude, just trying to, from an open-minded perspective, would it really be the end of the world for someone to be like, okay, if finally just give an inch and say, if you want to be 95% metals and 5% cryptos, like dip your fucking, is it the end? Even if Bitcoin goes to fucking zero, right, yeah, you only have 5% in. Like, is it really the fucking end of the world to just dabble or check it out? Or like, that's what I don't understand. And it's like, and the same thing for the crypto guys, the guys who are like, gold and silver are dead, all in crypto. I'll be like,
never.
This is the problem. Better chill out on that theory. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. See, this is the problem. This is why a guy like you and I, like me, look, I've done mining, dude. I've worked in strategic metals. I was in the cobalt world, and I was, tell people years ago, get into cobalt if you can. The cobalt is going to be straight fire, and it is right now because it's strategic metals, very valuable. I was doing cobalt and molybdenum, so it's a very small community. Okay, it's a very small community that supplies cobalt and molybdenum, and we would trade that and broker that throughout the entire world. And then from there, I got into the entire metals market and understand it. look, here's the deal. Gold's never going to be used as mass market money for people. It's just not going to happen. It's going to be cryptos. But gold is going to be trade settlement. So anybody, and the problem is this, because of, guys like you and myself come from a commodities background, and we're into a more technological crypto background that we're developing right now, because nobody, I don't care anybody who says it, ain't nobody an expert in cryptos right now. You know why? The damn field is less than 5 years old. How is anybody going to be a damn expert?
Well, and it's changing every fucking, literally, you wake up, every week there's a new, Moore's Law, dude. Every week there's a new fucking technology. Like, it's outpacing.
Exactly.
But yeah, so you're right. There is no expert.
There's no expert. So this is the earliest stage. And here's the thing. People with the crypto guys, y'all need to cool it thinking that gold and silver is going away. You're an idiot and you're a fool if you think that. And all the metal guys who think cryptos is just stupid, you need to cool it because you're being short-sighted. You're being very short-sighted on both ends, because here's the deal. They serve both. And in fact, there's a lot of research coming out showing that Bitcoin and the explosion in price in Bitcoin is going to elevate gold eventually, because when the truth and the type of kryptonite that the blockchain technology is, when you apply that kryptonite system into the papers markets where stocks and equities are all traded, those stocks and equities are going to be exposed for the fictitious devices that they are. So it's only going to, and watch this whole, look, there's a reason why China is hard body on cryptos, and there's a reason why China is hard body on gold. They're not stupid. Dude, they got some of the most advanced computers in the world are in China right now. The most advanced, fastest supercomputers on planet Earth are in China, and they're not running on Intel chips. That should tell you something. And these guys are all about crypto. They're all about metals. There's a reason. Because the population of the future, the money of the people is going to be cryptos, and a lot of people are planning. Hey, let's just come to a settlement. And who's deciding? It ain't the freaking government. The markets are deciding that, hey, we should have Bitcoin as the reserve. We should have Bitcoin as the foundational linchpin on which everything else floats. So it's like a crypto gold standard almost, man.
Yeah, again, to my knowledge, there's no law saying you can't own both.
Exactly.
So I don't. When people, and again, the irony being that the majority of the time, the crypto guys and the gold guys,
yep,
come from a very similar political or ideological background. They're either libertarian or cyberpunk or whatever. So again, there's I've never understood such axiomatic thinking, such lines in the sand where you can't own both, or you can't dabble in one and be more vested in the other. It's fine. Like, I don't, and anyone, beware anyone who tells you axiomatic things. Like, it has to be this way, and because that's a dangerous way of viewing the world and thinking. There's only a few axioms as far as I'm concerned, and portfolio allocation isn't one of them. So, again, it's right now the numbers speak for themselves. The fucking thing's at 10,000. Like, it's like, I don't even understand. I don't even understand what it's debating. And we accept cryptos for metals too. So for a lot of people, it's like a win-win. Like, they'll recognize their gains through metals. Like, the amount of people that have been buying metals, Bitcoin 5 to 10,000 and use Bitcoin to pay for it is incredible. So again, it's you can be involved in both. Fuck, I am involved in both. Yeah. To each their own, dude. If people are anti one or the other, so be it. They're free. As long as they don't force me to do it, then they're free to do whatever the fuck they want.
Yep, absolutely correct, my man. Absolutely correct.
Tell me about this. We talked about it briefly before we went live. Tell me about this crypto school you guys are launching.
Well, I'll tell you right now. I mean, Frank Dalal, my partner over at RemainCom.net, we've been working on, solving a lot of the debt issues and protecting people's assets. So we were like, we've been getting tons and tons and tons and tons of emails. Hey, how do I get a crypto wallet? What exchanges do I use? What wallet should I get? How do I set it up? How do I trade it? How do I exchange it? What do I do? How do I get it from crypto into fiat and vice versa? How do I swap it back and forth? What do I do? And then Frank and I said, Frank's like, hey man, let's just make this codified. And I was like, why don't we just start a consulting company? That's eventually how it started. Like, maybe we should do some like consulting. And I'm like, no. And we both put our heads together and we're like, dude, let's come up with a school. and let's come up with faculty, and let's create a crypto community where people could rally behind, and then let's build it out and let's reward people. So we're working on the crypto schools. It's already there. This is the beta. Okay. It's $297 up front. Okay. And you have lifetime access to the school. There's going to be faculty there posting articles, the whole 9 yards. And then $4.99 a month for the Slack membership, that you have that private community Slack, which allows you access into our Slack group that you'll be able to ask and answer questions. You could, do the whole kit and caboodle. It's going to be, it's going to be massive, Then on top of that, we're going to be rewarding people. There's going to be ways where we're going to be teaching people how to,
So it's going to be from a business standpoint, it's like a membership model. Like they're buying like a membership, an upfront of whatever, and then they pay
like $4.99 a month. Yeah, gotcha. $4.99 a month. That's the best way to do it. And with the $4.99 a month, nobody even thinks about it. It's less than the price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks. You're going to get all the personal attention. I will be in that Slack room. Frank will be there. We got our buddy Chris is in there. He's one of our crypto pros. We're going to have Vin Armani. Vin Armani is one of our partners in the whole business. Vin's going to be rocking it out with us. He's going to be developing some of the software for us as well. So it's going to be absolutely killer. And then we're going to offer affiliate programs. These affiliate programs we'll offer to you guys over at Perpetual Assets and all our our colleagues over at Rogue Media, where they can refer people out and then get paid in the process. And even for current students, we're trying to develop right now in the developmental stage, where if you refer other people to the crypto school, you will be rewarded as well. And currently, right now, we can only do that in Fiat, the affiliate program. But we're already working on a model, and Vin's crunching the code because he's a code developer. He's a freaking hacker and a genius. He's developing code right now where we're going to create a system where we can reward you guys in crypto. So all this will officially launch on Monday. So we're going to have a big announcement with all the details on Vin's show and as well as my show. And then also we're going to blast it out through our partners and affiliates. So it's going to be a huge community. And here's the funny thing. It's like, while we're working on this and planning a launch for November, Cliff Hyde just put out his November report and saying at some point at the end of November, a crypto school will be launching. And then Frank and I looked at each other like, holy crap, that's us.
So first of all, I think it's a fucking awesome idea. Yeah. And we were going to do a 6 months ago. So our job, our business is kind of shifted to the LLC IRA allows for metals and cryptos. The problem is the finish line for the solution. The solution is we've done our job when the money hits the LLC, when the money hits the business checking account for the LLC. Right. That's when we hand the keys over to the client, and the client decides what assets they're going to buy and sell and hold. The problem is, and it's not a problem, this is how the way it came to fruition. Cryptos have been so on fucking fire the last 9 months or whatever, that a lot of our clients are coming and doing the LLC IRA for cryptos now instead of metals. Technically, our job is done when the money hits the business checking account. So the client has to go open up an LLC brokerage account, an LLC wallet, an LLC whatever. And a lot of these clients aren't very well versed in how to do all that shit, which is fine. But Will more than me, God bless him, we're spending time essentially working for free. Even after our job has been done, the clients will require hand-holding and assistance, and what exchange to go to. How do I open that? When technically our job has already been done, the LLC's IRA is complete. Yeah. But they still require the additional crypto knowledge. So we were thinking, all right, maybe we should start charging hourly or task-based to help them after it comes in. The problem is we found with the consulting model, that's why I like what you guys do. Well, it's time, and it's hard to draw. You're at that point you're charging like a lawyer. Yeah. Where you're saying, all right, give me a $500 retainer. Or and that's 3 hours or whatever. I'm throwing numbers out there off the top of my head, but it's hard to deter. With the LLC IRA right now, we have a finish line. Our job is done, solution complete, et cetera. With consulting, it's hard to determine that finish line. So I'm going to charge you X amount per hour, or I'm going to open up 3 accounts for you, and And then, so you end up, some clients might take advantage, other clients might not utilize it as much as they should. Like, it's hard to quantify when the fucking job is done. And from a business standpoint, when you're trying to scale something out and grow it, that becomes difficult. Like, you're trying to manage, like, oh, what do we owe Mr. Smith? What do we owe Mr. Johnson? Like, how many hours did he, like, so that could create a fucking an administrative fucking nightmare. So that's been my hesitation, our hesitation in getting involved in the consulting side. But the way you guys are doing it is, I think it's pretty fucking smart. Like,
it's great, man. It's like, just hand them over to us. You get paid the affiliate fee. The student joins. The rave reviews we're already getting. There are people that have done so well. I have a little video up there that we're going to keep on updating. So V's top 7 crypto picks. We're going to have that. All those coins are doing extremely well. It's a great time to learn how this entire thing goes, and eventually it's going to be a total community where people can just come in and chill. And we'll have our app where you can go ahead and do everything with the app. Even we're eventually going to also develop our own crypto wallet, so we'll be issuing wallets for people that are going to be securitized, and then eventually provide Trezor-like cold storage capabilities and hard storage capabilities for people to just store their stuff with us, and or do it hard storage where we'll send you a top rated 1024-bit encryption grade like a gold USB, and then have that preloaded with your crypto wallet on there, and then send it over to you, and you'll have your funds right there. I mean, there's so many ways we can go around doing it, and that's the whole thing, because this is the headache. People are like, you got established businesses such as yours and perpetual assets, and you got the other side of it. You got people who don't know what to do, and you guys that just don't have the time. It gets ridiculous, just the logistics behind it. Just hand them over to us. They're part of us. They're part of the Slack group. We have a community there. The community helps move and answer the questions, and that's the most beautiful thing, man. I'm looking forward to seeing it up and live and functional. It's not, the idea is fantastic. Yeah.
Will was, and I don't know if you guys struggle with the same thing, because we've been thinking about doing like a membership thing for like special readers or inside and charge, like, because a lot of guys do membership models, and I don't know if you guys struggle with this or not. Free content versus paid content, like what and that's I think that's a thing that a lot of, like, because a lot of the guys in our space, guys we're buddies with that are in metals or cryptos or libertarian, doesn't matter if they have newsletters or whatever, like, what do they give out free versus what do the insiders get? And that's always been a struggle for me too, as a business guy. Like, what do I get for free versus what? Because there's so much free content out there but a lot of people don't want to go off and research this fucking thing for a month. Like, you're right. They require like the fucking hand holding, like, and that's okay. It just, people, dude, people are you're busy. I'm busy. Everyone's fucking busy. Like, I have paying clients. So it's like, it's hard to, like you said, it's hard to bullshit with someone for 3 hours for free. Like, it becomes difficult.
It's very difficult to do, but it's easy for somebody for $4.99 a month. For $4.99 per month, less than the price of a Starbucks cup of coffee, be on our Slack group. Okay, download the Slack app, give you the login details for you log in, you join, you'll have hundreds of other people there, and now you're communicating with people that can help you. Okay, and now we're consulting organically with these people and then helping them navigate, and it's a huge stress relief.
Dudes, when we get off the line, send if you have anything ready, send it over.
Well, yeah, it's already set, man. It's thecryptoschool.io, thecryptoschool.io.
I'll write that fucking shit down.
Yeah. I'll also send you the link.
Done. Awesome. Yeah, dude. I think it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
and it's hard. It's hard for people in the past. What I've done for clients, not even clients, just people who ask me that, even friends and family, I'll usually point them to like Andreas's videos for fucking. I'm like, go watch 6 or 10 Andreas videos, and you'll start to fucking figure out what the fuck this thing is. But it's hard to. But there are like any other industry, dude. There are a lot of charlatans out there too. Yeah. So if you end up in the wrong space, or like if someone just Googles and they end up in the wrong fucking Reddit thread or whatever, they might, you know, get conned or whatever. So it's smart. I love the fucking idea. I think it's great.
Yeah. It's a great way to help people at such an affordable price. Eventually, we just want to make it just simply a monthly fee just to maintain and run the app and all the other expenses and whatnot. But we're working towards that, man. We're working towards that. So right now it's just $2.97 up front, and then $4.99 per month. It's really nothing at the end of the day. It's valuable, and what you'll make in return is, come on, I mean. Many people miss that first route, man. That they missed that first run. Don't miss the second one, because there's a lot. And here's another thing. I love when people say, "Oh, there are thousands of cryptos." No, there are thousands of cryptos, right? But only a handful that have any sort of financial functions.
Well,
only a handful.
There are thousands of companies. There are thousands of currency. I mean, that's an irrelevant argument. It's like,
exactly.
Yeah, who cares if there are thousands of cryptos? At the end of the day, we've been involved as a company for a while in the space, and we want to continue to look for, I think, and we've talked about it before, I think cryptos, if you play the sector right, as a businessman, as an investor, I think cryptos is going to be a place to be and be able to make a lot of money in the next 5 to 10 years. We were bullshitting with CJ, and CJ put up weed's another great sector.
Dude, yeah,
I think
totally.
there's tons. I think there's fucking fortunes up the ass that are going to be made in marijuana. And I'm not even a smoker, but I just think it's, as a business, it's.
And El Cuco is leading the charge in terms of edibles and oils and actual cannabis plants and news and information and getting the best interviews out there. El Cuco is like the best and most responsible one in the entire cannabis space currently right now. I mean, I've looked at a lot of the other cannabis guys. They're jokes. They're just on YouTube smoking up, getting high. You know?
Yeah, no, I think I'm a firm believer in that sector.
And right now El Cuco is having Long Island iced tea. Is that right, El Cuco?
No edibles, just Long Island iced tea.
No
edible cheese, right? No cheeses.
He's pulling a 6-foot bong off a ladder. No, but if you I mean, again, if you have a 9 to 5, then I think you view the crypto space as there's investment opportunity. If you're an entrepreneur or you're a businessman or whatever, then you look for businesses to grow around it. It's just that simple. Like, it doesn't matter if it's being in what we've been talking about the last 15 minutes, or if it's picking shovels, or if it's just accepting it, or whatever the fuck. For the love of God, I have no idea why even people who don't share our belief in it aren't accepting it. Like, yeah. Especially with the payment processors who'll turn it to fiat right away, and you never even, if you don't want to, you don't even have to fucking touch the crypto. Like, the BitPay will take care of it, or Coinbase, and you just get fucking dollars. Like, so yeah. What's the downside at this point to not? I mean, the only downside I could think of is for a day or two until the ACH clears, you're trusting BitPay or Coinbase to pay you. So there's a third, but you deal with that when you accept credit cards. Like, I'm trusting right now. I'm trusting PayPal to pay me for credit. Like, so there's a third party there regardless. Yeah. So sure. Yeah, I get involved. If you run your own business, fucking accept this shit, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's literally a 10-minute integration. Like, yeah. BitPay and Coinbase, they both have, like, any e-commerce store you're running, they both have fucking plugins for it. Like, it's a fucking no-brainer. Yep. But yeah, we want to dive further in, grow. It doesn't matter if it's growing new businesses or more services or something. What do you guys are thinking about developing your own app and wallet too?
Yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to eventually develop our own app and wallet that's integral. This way, everybody can be mobile. And currently we're using technology that allows our website to be already mobile friendly. So we want to do something different, man. I mean, most people are, I'm going to make an app and I'm going to go ahead and slap it on the Apple's App Store or the Google Play Store. The future is progressive apps, man. progressive apps are, you know, that's the future. That's an app that it's based on the same code as a browser, and you just go on there and download it from the browser. It downloads directly to your phone's home screen and has complete and total app functionality with offline capabilities. That's the future. So PWAs are the, you know, progressive web apps are the way to go for the future app market. This way, you can have it on Android, you can have it on iOS, you can have it everywhere, and it's completely decentralized. And I think that's the route we're going to take, and it costs literally nothing.
Are all the companies that develop apps, is it majority ad revenue? Is that where a lot of them make their margin?
Yeah, they make their profits because they got the big boys. They have, like, you know, Sony, they'll pay them, you know, $300,000 a month for ad, or, you know, that's how they make their money. So, you know, small outfits like us, it's like, dude, I mean, less than $5 a month. You know, it helps keep keep the light on, and the $297 helps pay the faculties and all the guys that contribute.
The wallets, most of the wallets make their margin on inbound and outbound, like minimal transaction fees, right? Isn't it like Jax, for example? Like they charge a fraction, but that's, I mean, that shit adds up, and now it's probably not a fraction. But yeah, I know a lot of the wallets charge a bit. In what is it, blockchain.info, whatever the fuck it is. I know their fees are pretty minimal as well, but they're still there. So yeah, dude, there's all sorts of ways to make money in the sector, man. If you're fucking creative and you could build a business around it or incorporate it into your existing business, like I said, we buy Berwick and his the guy who organizes his conference, Nathan, was he reached out. He's like, hey, a couple months ago, he's like, are you guys still gonna be a gold sponsor this year? I'm like, dude, of course. We're fucking 4 years in a row or 3 years in a row, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, of course we are. And he's like, you guys are the only metals company to be back. Everyone else is crypto that's coming back this year.
Yep.
And I'm like, dude, we've kind of become a crypto company. Like, we're not a crypto, but like so many, dude, 2 years ago, I don't know the exact number, but 2 years ago, 90% of our clients, 80% of our clients were coming over for the LLC IRA, and they were coming for metals. Now, the last 6 months, last 9 months, it's probably 75-25 the other way. Like it's 75% are coming over because they want to invest in crypto. Oh, and by the way, you can invest in both. Like it's just like we talked about earlier, half an hour ago. It's like you could buy gold and you could buy crypto in the LLC IRA. It's not all or nothing. But the client, most clients or prospects mention it in the first 30 seconds. They're on the fucking phone. They're like, I'm calling for this. I'm calling because I want to put crypto in my IRA. So like just gathering the temperature of what most people say the last 9 months, it's fucking crypto. Like it's been crypto, which is. That's what I was told Berwick and Nathan. I'm like, it's kind of become a crypto IRA. It's just, that's what most people are calling for now. Which again, you know, whatever. We don't care as long as they fucking come in. We don't care what they're investing in. So yeah, dude, great fucking. These are exciting, great times. Like again, I've gotten the last couple of weeks, dude. I've gotten a second wind. Like I'm not as angry. Like I'm not.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, we walked through 2000. You know, the last several decades, since 2001, bro. It's like walking in a dark room while being punched at. That's how it was.
Dude, from the minute I got red pilled to like the election, or even after the election, because I'd get so mad over the fucking social justice warriors freaking out. Like it's been a struggle. Like it's not a struggle. You become like a pessimist or a skeptic or a nihilist. Like dude, it's depressing. It's depressing to constantly be like so saddened with the economic state of the world, or the political state of the world, or the cultural state of the world. Like everything you're seeing, like you start to like have like you start giving up. You're like, all right, where the bankers are criminals, the politicians are criminals, the liberals are fucking retarded. Like the world becomes dark. You're just always sad or angry or whatever. But like the last couple of weeks, I don't know, again, maybe I've been drunk for most of them, and been around the family, and Bitcoin's blowing up, and So there's just a lot of things I feel great, and the world looks a little bit shinier than it did a couple months ago. So whatever. I guess I'll cherish this moment because I know something while I'm sleeping tonight, we'll probably invade Syria again. Who the fuck knows?
Oh my God.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. What else? What else is in the news that we haven't touched on?
I mean, I think we covered it all, bro. We covered it all. I guess you can go ahead and plug your social media, the services you guys do, recap that, and how people can contact you.
Yeah, go to Google or search engine.
Google. Go to a search engine.
Search
Don't
engine.
say the word.
Dude, I'm trying to. I gotta uncondition myself even. Search engine perpetual assets or plug perpetual assets in your browser. Like we've been harping on a lot of the entire hour. You have full control of your IRA. Doesn't matter if you're trying to invest in cryptos or metals or both, or a barrel of oil or a rental property or a share of Apple stock or whatever, Singapore dollar. Doesn't matter. You're running the thing. It's an asset management firm, a holding firm that you decide what it invests in. Yeah. So check us out. Check us out at Perpetual Assets. We have social media. We don't utilize it as much as we should. Will has been on a tear with interviews the last 3 weeks. So we've got some pretty good content up for free on our YouTube channel as well. Check that out. I'd love to bullshit with everyone too. Call up, but if I'm quick, it's only because while we were talking, I've had 4 missed calls that came through. So it's been very, very fucking busy in a good way. Dude, I'm like you. I'm on a fucking pot or 2 of coffee a day. So I'm like trying to, and I have a certain level of OCD. Like I have to try to stay as organized as possible to like control the fucking chaos. So sometimes, but you can come off as being like quick with people. And I do it all the time in my family. It's probably why they hate me. Just kidding. That I'm aware of. But yes, dude, and happy holidays, man. I'm sorry we missed last Thursday.
Yeah, man. Happy holidays, dude. I know you had a lot of fun with friends and family. I know you did a lot of eating and drinking. Same here, man. I had a wonderful time and just so much food, bro. It was great.
Dude, there's nothing better. There's when having laughs with family, friends is, I mean, it's the best. It literally is. It makes all the other bullshit go away, and this is a great time of year. And I love this is the time of year that even cold weather cities don't bother me. Like New York this time of year is fucking awesome. Oh, yeah. Chicago this time of year is fucking awesome. So it's dude, have a well, I'm gonna talk to you next week. Fuck, but yeah, send over the crypto school thing, dude.
We'll definitely send that over to you. We'll have an affiliate link set up, and that should be done by Monday, and we'll have it mailed out to you guys.
Awesome,
you guys could, everybody can. And here's the thing: the affiliate pay, the beautiful thing we do with the affiliates, you guys get the same profit split that we do. So it's not like we're getting more and you're getting less. You're getting the same that we are. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, from our standpoint, I mean, as a company, and as first of all, I love you guys, but we require somewhere to send clients for assistance once we've done our job too. So it's helpful to us and our clients, and we know you guys and we trust you guys and all the rest of it. So yeah, it's a win-win for everyone, dude.
Dude, I can't wait, man. I'm looking forward to it. And then also rolling out affiliate programs for students and people where people could just make money, on affiliates, and probably even structure in a way where their affiliates could also make money on their subs, man. So we're gonna design something so amazing. It's gonna be sick. When it's fully 100% functional, it's gonna blow people's minds away. It's so far ahead of people who think, come to my chat room where I'm going to get on YouTube and talk for like an hour or two, blah, blah, blah. No, that doesn't solve anything. We want to be practical, informational, quick, convenient, and ever ready. So that's I think our model's going to kick ass.
Love it, dude. Love it.
Hell yeah. With that being said, folks, we are over and out. Take it away, CJ.